spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Set for a first down play. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Can anyone catch him? That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a creep.
And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Rockets!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down. Makes one man miss. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Little bit of a gain, and now setting up fourth down.
Down and touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on fourth down from their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he intercepts it. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On first down from the 13-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking to throw, it's Silva. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Toledo! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to James Madison. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
I think as a quarterback, You get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Toledo, 14. Florida Atlantic, 0.
Facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Scanning the field, it's Silva. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0, but David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That 1st quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down in the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going. Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
To the ground with the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rockets offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw it, Silva. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It leads to second down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Using his feet. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Now on the option. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Silva. It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to James Madison. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Romero. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll call his own number. Jukes his way for more. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 2nd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rockets will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll try to run for it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Toledo.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on. Thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Owls! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. What an explosive, disruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Looking for a man. It's Silva. Gets it out quickly. And tackled there by the defense.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Comes out throwing on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Emmanuel. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Dropping back, it's Silva. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Off play action. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's
touchdown, Florida Atlantic. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
The option look. Now the toss. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They feed him again. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, these running backs have all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run the option. The pitch. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so the offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And the Rockets get enough for the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rockets send out the punt unit.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And the clock's running down late in the ball game. Every 1st down matters. Every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback. Dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting the 1st down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains.
2-9 Philly.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Release to the back. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On second down, looking again to throw. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you